Hi, good evening, everyone. Today is the day 34 of the Gear Up Mains Answer Writing. In this class, we will discuss the previous year question related to the economy. In this week, we are discussing economic questions. So let's see what's the question for today. Those who are new here, in this program, we are discussing the previous year question from Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. daily. We are also providing a question in the morning, so you people can write the question and submit your answer to the Edukemy portal, and we are also evaluating your answers. Okay, so let's start the question. So today's question is the public expenditure management. The public expenditure management to the government in during the post period. Clarify the question on the basis like the public expenditure management, how public expenditure and in the making during the so they add this management in the introduction expenditure management. So the government is facing public expenditure management and in the context of the budget. So we are dividing part will be the introduction. The first introduction will be the body part where we will discuss, we will conclude some of the way. Body, we can write the three parts related to it. Challenges, which is the main core demand of the. Then we will the government to overcome these challenges forward. What can be done? Way forward. Body part. Question first. What is the management? Public expenditure where we are managing for good governance. We are managing public finances for after there is a change in the public expenditure management of the integration of the Indian economy with the other foreign economy. So we it is a 21 this changed. About the specifically the challenges, mention the challenges of public making is the main core demand. Is the main core demand. Write about the steps taken by the government this part is demand, but we can draw in the form of the schematic, like we can draw the schematics and can some of the way we it's a management. Okay, I hope the question demand is question. This is the more writing any of the question in the paper, taking the question parts. Question to the multiple to you to answer the each part of the question. have a line. Yes, this is a. So this is the. Okay, let's start the first part, the challenges. The challenge public expenditure management in the 91. Why they're asking the 1991 there was the LPG reforms, liberalization reform. Indian economy with the foreign start import export from the foreign economy. So there was challenge. The challenge, the export, import, and maintaining the public expenditure. The crisis, we can say the crisis of 2008. Then between the different countries, trade war between the different country. So you can mention these in the writing about to the. So this is the requirement of the question. You will make forms. Then how the globalization challenge, and we are mentioning about the 2008 trade war related to the globalization. To the administrative issue, we are mentioning the imbalance between the urban and rural and the populist. Between the urban, according to ECC caste census, according to report of socioeconomic caste of the people in the village is not having a job, income. So this is the urban and rural area, which is also budget. In populist tendency, time of election, the government is announcing the subsidy, the high distribution of the grain, announcing some of the other subsidy. So you can mention about waiver, loan waiver, of fertilizer subsidy, complex. So this is a growing imbalance between the urban and rural area. Relative issue you will mention in your answer. If you're not mentioning, get good marks in these kind of the questions. In the specifically in the economy, mention the example. 50 gave in the paper. Part which is the economic for the government in making the budget after the PEM. Issue in the country. Almost 6 million people TR means income tax returns are filed by the 6 million people. Only million people paying tax means they are paying no tax. Population of the 140 million are filing the 6 million, only the 1.3, So this is the India. They have the limited. Then low tax to GDP ratio. According to the economic survey, tax to GDP ratio is almost 70. Tax to GDP ratio is only 17%. Is having the 23 to 24%. Country. This is a gap in between India and some of the other developing countries. Ratio is the 17%, where in the tax 23 to 24. In the OECD country, it's the 35%, the tax between. Now come to the third, the stress in the banking sector. Before the COVID in India, approximately the fourth considered, but after the COVID, the number increased up to the 70. The loan which is considered as a stress loan by the government sector. So this is a stress after the issue need to be solved if we need to be proper work on the management. So these are some of the economic. What we see about the major important part of the question demand. Now we will discuss what step the government should take. दिए हैं पहले, so we will write demand, so we can write this part in this 1, 2, 3. It suggested that fiscal deficit below 3 target was set. The fiscal deficit was central and state government, but due 1%, 6 to 7%. In monetary policy framework, the government set up a policy 4 plus minus 2 means they need to be 2% to given to this monetary policy committee, which is look at the inflation to 6%. Federalism, the government 43% of the tax base, and the monitoring system framework, monetary policy, and complete. So these are some of the steps. Yeah, like the monitoring system, we can also add the example of the. These are some of the examples. So these are some of the steps which now we can to it. What can be the way forward? Prudent economic. Some of the economy. Participatory budgeting. The people in the formation of budget. Modern financial management practices. We can economic assumptions, recommended economic assumptions means the quality of the public are also involved. Then the budget transparency within the people, with the government practices, we can work related to the So these are the points you can suggest the answer by writing the name of the committee in the name of the governor, Vimal Jalan. In the Vimal Jalan committee, the government which they are announcing on subsidy and the sum of are taking during the election periods, so they should control their subsidy the government is giving. They need to be the. So this is the conclusion part you can. Then for today, this is specifically about the public expenditure. Focus on the question. Expenditure management. We will part that's the question you're asking about. Challenge to government of India in during the post expenditure India in post liberalization periods. So we write about the challenges, the different kind of challenges, even it's economic challenges or the globalization challenges taken by the governments, the FRBM Act, policy framework related to the fiscal management. Then what's the participatory government? And in the conclusion, we which suggests that we need to control on the populist measure taken by the government. So with the new question, so please try portal so your answers can be evaluated. This series will help you to understand the question, how to break the question right in the first part, second part, the examples, which kind of a data your answers can be and अच्छा कैसे हो सकता है. These things you will learn from this series. Continue this doing आपके कोई videos में you try to write the answer and some much. We will meet tomorrow again at 6 p.m. with a new topic. Thank you very much.